Hi, and welcome back to Fatgrltalk. This is Janice. This is going to be our first one-on-one interview, and today I'm going to be interviewing Tanya.
Hi guys, I'm Tanya. I've been around for most of the videos, so this should be fun. I'm ready. Let's ask some questions.
Awesome. So I guess the first thing, and a lot of the questions that we're going to go over are going to be stuff that's either been in previous discussion videos or will be in upcoming discussion videos, but I just kind of want to give it a one-on-one opportunity, get to know a lot of fat girls in the community and stuff like that, and just share more of a personal experience, and then we can also get a lot of more videos out of it. So I guess the first thing kind of goes along with the first discussion video we had with just the first time, like, how did you recognize that your body was different? You know, that fat was different than the rest of, you know, the people around.
I don't know if I would say that it was different. The first time that I've always known I'm fat. Like, I've always known that I weigh more than everybody else, obviously. Even as a small child, you're like, a chunky monkey. That's a noodle. What's going on? But I never thought it was bad until someone said it to me offensively, until it was like negative, like, you're fat. Like, I'm like, I know, but like, why is this bad? And then I also, like, when I was little, I thought of myself as fat. Everybody in my family was, you know, my family, the motherland, which would be Puerto Rico, was little, and I was the chunky monkey. But then my grandmother put me in modeling classes. And everybody else was eating salads, and I was like, screw that, I want a burger.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I did get out of it was, I am pretty. I'm just like everybody else. I may weigh more, but I look just like everybody else. And I got my award-winning smile out of that. If you look at all my pictures, everything looks the same. It's really bad. But it wasn't until I was 12, I think, middle school, 7th grade, that someone said fat in a negative connotation. And then I was like, I'm fat. Like, fat was bad. I don't understand why, but that was her insult then. And it hurt then. And it hurt for a couple of years. But then I realized that as I got into high school, that fat wasn't bad. It was just, it's an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm fat. My sister's athletic. My mom is short. Like, what? None of that is insulting. It's just what they physically, it's what you look like, guy. Like, what am I tell you? I don't know. But I never, although like everybody else, I had my low points where it's like, oh my God, I want to wear that shirt. But I never thought, oh my God, I want to be skinny to wear that shirt. I always just thought, why doesn't it come in my size? There was never, I need to diet, or I need to exercise. I need to change who I am. It was just like, why can't everybody else change so that I can wear what everybody else is wearing? I don't know.
So you never went through any kind of like wanting to lose weight? You've never dieted or exercised, like worked out to intentionally lose weight? Like, maybe you worked out or whatever.
Like, there was a phase like in high school where my mom wanted to lose weight. She did the Atkins diet thing, and I was like, sure, Mom, I'll do it with you. And then I was like, listen, Mom, I need some potatoes. I need some pasta. I need some rice. I need some bread. I can't do this, lady. Like, I can't live off of meat and cheese. Good luck with that. I'm gonna go eat some rice. I'm Puerto Rican. What else? Get over here. But like, with that focus, you know, that mindset, like, I'm gonna do this so I can lose weight. No, I've always been like, I'm gonna do it because I need to get healthier. Sure. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do it like there was a while that I was training for a 5K. So yeah, I was running and walking more than often, but it wasn't because I'm gonna shape up. No, it was, I'm gonna run 3.2 miles or whatever it is. I need to be able to run it.
But so when you were training for like a 5K or 2.5K or whatever it was, and you were more active and stuff, did people comment on your body at all? And like,
yeah, I got it. And especially like at that time I was a lifeguard. So a lot of people were like, oh, you're losing weight. And I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. I don't care. Like, it doesn't, thank you. I mean, why? Can you tell me my hair looks pretty? No.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm having a bad hair day, but come on. Can we, it's, people say that like it's a good thing. Like, oh my gosh, you're losing weight. Oh my gosh, what if I didn't want to lose weight? Like, I don't.
Or what if you're sick or something? That's something that I always think about. Like,
I'm dying. Thanks.
Yeah. I know for me personally, like people comment on like, oh, you look like you've lost weight. And I haven't. Like, I'll either have put on weight or stayed the same weight. Do you experience that at all?
Oh yeah. Like, I went back to my job not too long ago, and like half the people I saw were like, oh my God, you look so good. You know, you had the baby and you lost all this weight. And I'm like, no, I'm actually heavier than when I had the baby. Like, but then you have like, you know, the cook at the hotel, he's this old Spanish guy, and like the first words out of his mouth in Spanish, of course, were like, girl, you getting fat. And I was like, thank you, homie, for realizing that I don't care. And then he's like, man, girl, you getting fat. You want to eat? Like, I'm like, thanks, guy. No, the only time that I guess I can legitly say that it was kind of good news to me that I was told that I lost weight or that I looked slimmer was when I was pregnant, because they advised against me gaining weight. So I was a high-risk pregnancy, and it took me a really long time to get pregnant, so I was like super careful. And I lost a lot of weight. They told me that like when you get pregnant, your eating habits change and things like that, so you'll lose weight. So I lost weight. I was the opposite of every pregnant person imaginable mankind, but it's like, what's going on? That was the only time when the doctors were like, you know, oh, you lost 2 pounds. And it's like, yes, because it's like, you lost 2 pounds, but the baby's still healthy. You know, as long as you don't gain weight with the baby, you're okay. That was the only time. Other than that, I'm just like,
So, do you ever get like unsolicited advice or like tips on weight loss? And if you do, like, how do you deal with that? Do you like respond, like react to these? Or
I have a tendency to be very, very sarcastic. And I am very good with my words. Very, very good. And a lot of times people are like, I don't know if I got offended, if she's offending me, or if she's being genuine. And there have been plenty of times, especially since a lot of my working life, I've been a lifeguard, or I've been in something that has to do with aquatics. And like in my last job, not only was I the heaviest girl, I was also the oldest girl. So let me rephrase that. I was the oldest person in my department. So here you have these young little 18 and 19-year-olds, and that's all they see is that they have to be slim and they have to be pretty and they have to be perfect. And some of them are these ridiculous health nuts. I'm like, here's a candy bar. I promise. Like that whole, there's nothing I hate more than that stupid, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I'm like, bitch, have you had a chocolate milkshake lately? Because it's off the chain. I'm pretty sure that tastes better than what you're not eating. And a lot of times girls will be like, oh my God, well, you know, if you want to tone up here or you want to lose weight there. I'd be like, no. I don't need to lose weight. Like, it's never been a problem for me. I've never had a problem. And of course, a lot of them, the way they look revolves around romantic interest for a boy or for a girl, for a partner. And I'm like, listen, ladies, gentlemen, it doesn't matter what you look like sometimes, okay? Because all of you guys are running around here like, I'm gonna buff up and all the girls are gonna love me. No, my dude. No, that's not quite how it works. Most of the time I'm just like, no, not gonna do it. Not gonna happen. Thanks, but no, it's not gonna happen. I try to just brush it off. Like, not It doesn't permeate, I guess. It's just like, that girl just said that if you wanted to lose 2 pounds, you should blah, 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 blah. Do I care? Absolutely not. Hold on. Let me check my Tumblr. Like, it doesn't, the only person that has ever like riled me is my grandmother. And because she's a very Puerto Rican grandmother, she's fabulous, fashion wise and aesthetically. She looks great. She's like 139 and she looks amazing. But oh my God, the Tanya, should you eat that? You know, if you eat this instead of that. And I'm just like, Grandma, I'm 32. Do you realize that for 32 years, I have not liked spinach? Guess what? I'm still not going to like spinach. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, don't eat that piece of regular bacon. Have this piece of turkey bacon. Again, I'm 32. I'm not going to eat the turkey bacon, lady. Let it go. Let it go. But most of the time, I'm just like, whatever. Talk away. I don't care.
Do you obviously we all have hard days, and I know that you have mentioned, like you did mention that, but how do you handle, you know, the hard days today? Like, do you wake up some days and just like feel like fat, or like fat is bad or anything like that? And how do you handle that?
Most days right now, I wake up too tired to realize anything. I'm just like, oh my God, my kid is awake. But most of the time when I feel like, oh my God, I'm fat, is generally when I go shopping. That's most of the time that it comes in. Like, oh my God, when I see something I really, really want and you just don't have it in your size, or they have it in your size and it's not really your size. You're like, who wears this? Like, not my, no, get out of here. But for the most part, I don't have too many of those. There are sometimes, like, my boyfriend is super slim. There are sometimes too that I'm just like, and my boyfriend's super slim. My daughter is super slim. She got that from her daddy, I guess. I don't know. But she's got his build. She's super slim. She's 13 months and still rocking 6 to 9 month old clothes. Like, she's a tiny little thing and he's slim. And I'm just like, man, we look like a LOL, like LOL. And we just get together. And we joke about it. I mean, I joke about it. He doesn't see it that way. He's like, I like your beauty, girl. Don't lose weight. You good. He's always known me big, so that's the only thing he knows. And he prefers me this way. His philosophy is, are you comfortable? Are you happy? Are you okay? If you're okay, then I'm okay. But like, he's like, if you want to go work out, I'll work out with you. You don't have to, but I'll do it. You want to get rid of the junk food? Okay, I'll eat it all, and then we'll get rid of the junk food. But most of the time, it's literally in dressing rooms. Like, I'll be like, I really want this pair of pants, and it doesn't fit me. It's because I have a fat ass. And it lasts, it's fleeting. Like, it never lasts for very long. And I never beat myself up about it for too long. Like, I'll go into the fitting room, I'll come back out, I'll be like, babe, it didn't fit. And he'll be like, do you want me to go look for it in another size? And I'll be like, that's the biggest size they carry it in. Like, I can't, it doesn't matter. And he'll be like, I'm sorry, you're beautiful. And he'll give me my kid and we'll go. He'll be like, you want some Starbucks? And it'll be fine. It'll all be okay. And I got really lucky in the partner department, because if I try, first of all, he makes me try on things I would never try on. Like, I would look at stuff and I'm like, it's not going to happen. Are you out of your mind? And then I put it on and I'm like, oh my God, this is fabulous. How did you know? So usually we'll go, and if the first thing I saw I tried on didn't work, he'll be like, well, let's go here and you can try this on. And we're not leaving until you find something that you like and it's pretty. So let's keep shopping.
That's awesome.
Praise, yes. Yes. That's the one.
Sounds like you are like a really great support system.
Yes. And my sister is the same way. My sister was skinny. She was super slim growing up. And then she hit puberty and her boobs got enormous and her ass got enormous, but she stayed super slim. She joined the military She came back, and then she went from super slim to chunky monkey. So now we like, it's like she's like, come on, let's go shopping. It's gonna suck, but let's go shopping. And that's what we do. It's like, listen, it didn't fit you here, but we're gonna go over there. It might fit you there. Let's go onwards.
That's really cool. So I guess since we are talking about shopping and clothing and stuff like that, what is like your fashion inspiration? I know that, you know, as a fat person, sometimes it can be hard to find, especially the things that are in our size that's affordable and stuff like that. So how do you, like, where do you find your inspiration and things like that? Because I've seen your pictures and you're super cute. So
thank you. Clothes has always been a really important thing to me. I don't know why, but it always has. Like, if you ask my mom, she'll tell you that I was one in picking out my own outfits. Like, excuse me, I have to be fabulous. I think part of it is because of my grandmother. Like I said, she is the most fabulous bitch on the planet. I love her aesthetic is flawless. Like, there's a difference between being stylish and being fashionable. My grandmother is both. It's like eternal. Like, where did you get that outfit? She's like, oh, I've had it since 1965. Well, it's fierce. I love you. A lot of the times what's in style or what's in, I don't like. I'm like, that is hideous. Like, I watch a lot of fashion shows and there's like 27 Vogues lying around here. I read like crazy and I devour fashion stuff. But a lot of the times it's like, no. And it's always been for me like that. No. I just kind of, I don't know. I've always kind of dance to the beat of my own drum. And it's like, I'm going to put this on. And when I look in the mirror, how I feel is how it's going to go. I don't care that girl thinks I look ridiculous. You know why? Because I feel good. I feel fantastic. So, lady, I don't care. I mean, it's great now. I think that now there are so many plus size bloggers and fashion forward ladies and models. I mean, hello, it's great. I think for the younger generation, it's fucking amazing. And some of them have great style. The problem, like you said, is finding stuff in my size. Like, that is if I had a bank account just for clothes, the world would be well. But I don't. And a lot of plus size clothes is ridiculously expensive. Like, who is supposed to wear this? Are you serious? Can you make it for like a quarter of the cost and then I'll buy 4? Mm-hmm. So I've gotten creative over the years. I still don't know how to sew, but I know how to take stuff apart and put it back together in a way that will fit me. I think one of the best lessons I've learned when it comes to fashion is to not really care about what the number size on the clothes is. Like, don't go into a store like, I'm a size 18 and I'm only going to try on size 18, because that's not the way it works. Ever. If you disregard the number, chances are that you'll find more things that you like, more things that fit you well. But as a fat girl, I'm always going to forever say that tailoring is the way to go, because we're all curved differently, and you can't take a straight sized girl's cut shirt and expand it to a 3X and still be in straight size, because it's not going to happen. Like, that's not the way it works. We all, like I said, we all curve in different, like my whole life, I've had huge arms and thighs. That's like my biggest thing, arms and thighs. So I'll find a million cute shirts that the sleeves have to come off of, or dresses that if they don't have enough stretch, the sleeve has to come off, because I still want to wear it, but it's never going to fit my arms.
So you purchase it and you take the sleeves off?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
If not, if it's a stitching or a material I'm not sure of, I'll go to a tailor. You know, they'll charge you, the ones I've been to, they'll charge you, less than $10 to remove the sleeves. And bam, the dress magically fits you. The thighs is a little bit harder because I have huge thighs, but that's when I decided that skirts are your best friend, especially skirts with stretch. But it's a matter of knowing that it's not going to be like skinny mini size 8 from next door. Like a size 8 can walk into anywhere and find clothes. It's a little bit harder, and I know there's a lot of fashion options online. There's so many online stores, but I have a problem with buying something that I can't try on. Because it's like, I'm going to order it, it's going to get here, it's not going to fit. I'm going to have to send it back and hope that I go with the next size up and that does fit. Mm-hmm. I wish we had more options. Like, I'm disappointed at stores that claim they have a plus size and then you can't find Old Navy. Damn you, Old Navy.
Old Navy and Target.
Thank you. Like, I mean, Target has gotten a little bit better. I've been
There's a wall for plus size, and right now it's only swimsuits. So.
Really? Yeah. Here, the Targets, I've always been kind of iffy on Target, but the past few times that I've gone, we've seen some really nice pieces. They just released or are in the process of releasing a new plus size clothing line. Mm-hmm. And they've got some really nice fashionable things like, oh, I would wear this. Oh my God, and it's in my size. Get out of town. Like it's bad that we have to like scour stores for stuff that fits us. Like, yay, we have Lane Bryant. Yay, I'm not 52. Like, I don't want to look like someone's grandma.
And I don't have $52 to spend on a single article of clothing.
Exactly. I do a lot of Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Those are my places to go to. What? I have so many dresses that I paid like $9 for, and I'm like, yes. Torrid has great things. Who has that kind of money to spend on clothes? Nobody. No, like you Target shoppers that are between the ages of 18 and 25. Most of those kids are either in college or finishing school and just getting into jobs. Jobs suck right now. People aren't making crap. And you've got bills to pay and rent to pay and all sorts of other shit, and you still want me to pay $97 for a pair of jeans. Have you lost your mind? Get out of here. No, sir. Move along. JCPenney, Macy's, and Sears. Macy's, I know it sounds crazy because it's Macy's, but if you walk into the stores, you sometimes find some really, really good deals. Like, you're like, holy crap, I just bought 3 pairs of pants for $30. Hell yeah. But those are by chance, and you have to be willing to put the time in to go look and try on stuff. But when clothes is important to you, then it's like, I'm gonna put in the work. Like my sister does not give a crap about fashion. She's like, listen, here are some clean pants. Here is a clean shirt. Here are 2 clean socks. I don't care that they don't match. Let's go. And I'm just like, Mariana, no.
Do you ever like thrift shop or anything like that?
I do. Thrift shops here are kind of a hit or miss. Sometimes you'll go and you'll find some amazing things and you're just like, holy shit, yes. And then other times you're like, what? Like, I don't know if you know anything about wrestling. I just made my best friend, his costumes for MegaCon, and he wanted to be Macho Man Randy Savage. So he is doing 2 versions of Macho Man Randy Savage, robed, dramatic, super sparkly, and then he's doing fringe jacket, whatever. We found the most hideous jacket at the thrift store. Like, he was over the moon with this jacket. He's like, this is the jacket. It's funny because it's like a ladies cut jacket too. And he's like, it's $2. I was like, yes, it's $2. Your entire costume right here, $10. Aren't you excited? But for bigger, anything over a size like 12, I think the last good purchase I made was a Land's End summer dress that normally costs $75. I bought it for $5, and it like it was, everybody's like, that dress is amazing. I'm like, I know, I got it at the thrift store, yay! It's like new, but that doesn't happen often. T-shirts are easier, you know, anything that's cotton and stretchy, but it's not. Here, no way. New York, I had much better luck. But here, the people who are giving to the thrift stores, we have a couple of like higher end vintage stores, which is pretty much a cleaner thrift store, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of times they don't carry up to my size. It's great for shoes or bags, but clothes wise, it ain't happening. Not even a little.
Yeah, the thrift stores here are not super great. I mean, we have a lot of them, so. But in my experience, they are like, because thrift stores are really in right now, so they're not as cheap as thrift stores should be. So, like, I don't want to go and spend $12 on a used pair of pants, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you go and you're like, oh, I've got $20, I'm going to go to the thrift store. I'm not going to spend more than 50% of like what I had on a single pair of pants.
That makes sense, especially since they're used pants.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense. Like, no, what are you talking about? Absolutely not. No, not for. I don't have the best of luck. Everybody else does. My mom does. My sister does. My boyfriend, that bastard. I love him to death, but he's slim. He likes to say he's not, but he's also ex-military. So he was super slim in the military, and now he's, you know, regular, average guy slim.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that kind of body that doesn't matter what you throw at him, he's gonna put it on. It's gonna fit, and it's gonna look great. And I'm just like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. So for him, I can go to thrift stores and be like, here, this entire rack, you can take your pick, because anything you put on from this, you know what, from this entire half of the store, is gonna look great. So
but for dudes, it's like totally different. My boyfriend is fat, and we can go to the thrift store and find. We just went to the thrift store and found 5 pairs of pants for him in a matter of minutes. That they were like $3 or $4 a piece, and he's fat. But yeah, I'm a fat girl, and I found one shirt. This shirt actually $5, and it was in the dude section. It's a chick shirt. It's from Torrid, but it was in the men's section.
I agree. It's always easier for guys.
Yeah.
A million times easier. They don't have to worry about hips or boobs or big butts. I mean, some of them don't. Or big butts. And the rest of us are just like, fuck, man. How am I going to get that over my thunder thighs? And he's like, oh, look. Button. I'm like, you know what? Get out of my face. Just get out of my face. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I love you, but get out of my face. But I still love clothes. I still love clothes. The fashion industry, in a nutshell, completely disregards women that look like us. You know, yeah, we're making tiny itty bitty little strides, and that's great. But I
think cost wise, a lot of like where the cost comes, there's so many smaller companies now making clothes for our size, like Chubby cartwheels and stuff like that, but I can't afford that. But that's because it's not mass produced. I'm sure if she was like selling to a retailer or something, it would be more affordable, but because, you know, they're all like such small boutiques and things like that, I mean, there's no money to be made unless you're selling it for
for X amount of money.
Yeah.
And I mean, the good thing about little stores like that is that, like, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, it sucks that this article costs so much money. On the plus side, because you only make a certain amount of those, I'm guaranteed not to go to the club tomorrow and everybody be wearing the same exact shirt.
That's true.
So
yeah.
It's like, Do I want to be original or do I want to spend less money? God, oh, can't I have both? Please, no.
Make your own clothes, and you can.
You know,
Maybe.
I've been saying I'm going to learn how to sew for like the last, I don't know how many years. And it's funny because um, in New York, when you're in middle school, to get into high school, you can go to your local zoned high school, you know, based on where you live, or you can apply to high school, the same way you apply to college. And there's specialized high schools. There's 3 high schools that are like the Ivy League, you know, and these are the super smart kids, and you're just like, I'm not gonna go there because I suck at science. And then from there, they come down to like what you want to do: law, sciences, art, performing arts. And all I wanted to do was get into fashion industries high school. That was all I wanted. And I got in, I was super excited, and then we moved to Florida. But I've always been able to sketch clothes, and I can tell you what looks good, and I can put clothes together. I just can't sew it. It's horrible. My boyfriend tells me all the time, when are you gonna learn to sew? I'm like, when you buy me a sewing machine. Like, what do you? I don't know. But if I could sew, I would never buy clothes in a store ever again. I'd be like, I'm done. I'm set. I'm good. I'm good to go.
I have a sewing machine and I cannot sew. I really want to. I really want it. Like, I'm fat in a way that like nothing, if it fits me, it's never long enough, top or bottom. Like, I bought these really cute maxi skirts that are like high water, but not in a cute way. Like, they're supposed to be really long, but you can see my ankles. So I want to make like my own, and it's because like they're stretchy, and where my fat is just like pulls it up. Like, if I was a little bit smaller in the thighs, it'd probably be the right length. So that's what I want to learn to be able. And it's like a maxi dress, like sew it down the sides, you're done. A maxi skirt, like sew it down the sides, you're done. But I'm just like, I will mess it up. So
How tall are you?
I'm not tall at all. I'm like 5'4" or 5. No, I'm 5'5" or 5'6". So I'm not tall, but nothing is ever long enough for me. It's like, do you want to see my belly? Like,
I mean, I know the length struggle because I have a huge ass. So I know, like, it's I'm like, it's great, it's the perfect length in the front, and then I turn around and you're gonna see my booty cheeks. So no, thank you, I'll pass on
that's
that.
what I feel about everything. Like, I don't have a big, like, super large ass, but I have really wide hips, like really wide. And like in the front, I'll be like, yes, it's to my knees, but it's like I can feel wind on my bum. Like, why? Because I can feel like really short in the back, and it's just, I just need to.
Exactly. Oh my god, that is, which is why A-line, you know, like the A-line works, the high-low, because they're longer in the back.
Yeah.
If it's not a lot longer, then it kind of evens out, and I'm like, yay! But for the most part, I'm the same way. I'm like, baby, look at this dress in the front. It's real cute, right? And then I turn around and I'm a hooker. Awesome.
Yeah.
Still work the streets. Like, I don't. It's horrible. The same goes with like jeans or pants. I need to get. Everybody's like, why do you need a low waisted or like low rise? And I'm like, listen, there's a reason why I need low rise pants, because if I get high pants or regular height pants, I'm gonna pull them up all the way. They're gonna button, and then I'm gonna have the most unbelievable gap in the back.
I have the exact same thing. Nobody understands. They're like, fat people aren't supposed to wear low-rise jeans. And I'm like, if they are not like hip huggers, they will not fit me right. Like,
no.
Give me the right
and
jeans.
like there's like, you could fit a small child in this gap in between my like skin and the jeans. And don't tell me to put on a belt, because it's not going to help. It's just going to bunch it up, and it's going to look ridiculous, and it's going to feel uncomfortable. So no. Oh my
people
god.
don't understand. They do not understand. I have like the exact same thing. And I also have like this weird, like really small part in my waist area. Like I have a large stomach and a small chest, but I have this one like really small area in my waist. And anything I wear that's high, like if I wear pantyhose, you know, and you pull them up, like it gets like it pulls in right there, and then you can see like the line in like any tops that I have because it's like and I'm just like, oh my God, it's just embarrassing and awful.
The struggles I'm like, like I mean, I can't really complain. I guess I fall into, it's kind of weird because, you know, fat girls have made subcategories amongst ourselves. You know, I guess there's like,
yeah, I don't know what I am like.
And then there's like large fat, and then there's like regular. I don't know. I don't really have too much. Like, listen, I'm more concerned about my kid learning her ABCs than I am about what category of fat I fall into. But
I'm just fat.
From what I understand, I am kind of, I guess I've kind of fit into all circles because I am considered a large fat because I'm a size 24. But I'm not, I don't have a flat tummy. I don't look like a model, but I have an hourglass figure. So it's like, are you guys gonna say yay or nay? Because you guys some fat ladies complain about how aesthetically pleasing fat is got it easier than like regular fat. I don't know. I don't know. But I do have an hourglass figure. I have big boobs, small middle, even though I have a tummy, and then big hips and a big butt. So clothes, like, it'll fit my boobs, but then it'll be ginormous on the rest of me. Or it'll fit the rest of me, and there's no way I'm getting a boob in there. It's just not gonna happen. Like, can I get 2 of these put together, and then maybe I can cover one, and we can figure something else out for the other one? And the same goes.
Oh my gosh, I just need. Oh my gosh, there's this comic book called Bitch Planet, and you know we are gonna have like a whole video on fat comic book characters. But in the very first issue, there's this fat character named Penny Roll, and they give her her outfit, and she's like, this, you know, she's like, where am I going to put my other boob? And they're like, these are fit specifically to your measurements. And she's like, again, where am I going to put my other tit? Like, and it's just like, that just like reminded me of it, because you're like, where am I going to put my other boob? Like,
exactly. She knows what's up. And the same goes for my bottom. Like, I'll get stuff to come up over my hips, which are wide Latina childbearing hips, but then it gets to my middle and it's big because I'm smaller, and it's just like, man, I wish I had Kim Kardashian money so people could just sew clothes onto me, and I'll only wear them once. I'll throw it away. It doesn't matter. I have Kim Kardashian money. Who the fuck cares? But I don't. So it's a struggle. It sucks. It so sucks. Oh my God. But I still love clothes. I will go shopping any day of the week. I still love clothes. I love to look at it. I love to touch it. I love to dress up my kid. And you've seen, follow my Instagram or my Tumblr. Kids everywhere. I love to dress her up. It's like, I love to dress my boyfriend up. He's always like, you bought me another shirt. Yes, I did. And you're going to put it on right now. God, I'm good.
That's awesome. I guess we're going to like end the interview by doing kind of like a fun little word association type thing. I'm going to say some words or phrases that are known to the fat community, and we'll just get kind of like a very brief, like the first thing that pops into your head kind of situation going on. So the first one, probably the most controversial term that we will start with, is BBW.
I think there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually my clan tag on Xbox when I play Call of Duty. It's a big, beautiful woman. I mean, I know that it's got the connotations in porn and whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's got great, if you want to think of it that way, that's great. That's on you. But to me personally, BBW is a big, beautiful woman. You work it, honey. Doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. That's what that means to me, period.
Okay, and then the word fat, just fat.
Fat just means I don't know. To me, I'm like, this is literally how it goes. I'm flat. I'm fat. I'm fluffy. I'm chunky. Like it's like, I don't know. It's another adjective. It's fat. It's fat. I think of like killer whales. They're cute and fat.
Are killer whales fat though? Are whales fat? That's their body type. Like that's just like all of them are.
Like next to me, it's fat. Something's fatter than me, and it's not really fat. It's actually in perfect health. It's like in great. Yeah. But you know, it's considerably larger than I am, so I'm gonna go with it.
Okay, fat admirer or chubby chaser. And do you think that these terms are like interchangeable?
I don't know. Like chubby chaser, to me is, yeah, I think they are kind of interchangeable. But chubby chaser sounds like someone who you know, chases you around for your chunk. That's, you know, like, oh, you like it, a chunk, eh? I guess I'd be my partner. Like, he doesn't like slim women. He likes his women full. He likes his women fat. Simple as that. It's just his preference. But fat admirer, which I know technically in the, like, it sounds much nicer than chubby chaser. But when you say fat admirer, I think of these men that like sit around and scroll through our tumblrs and find our pictures, and even the most innocent of pictures, they're freaking, you know, having not so nice thoughts, and you're just like, ew. And the first thing I think of is just some gross pervy guy, just like, yes. And I'm standing there in like my jeans and a t-shirt, like, hey. I know it sounds nicer, but I don't. I would rather say, hey, I'm a chubby chaser, or that person's a chubby chaser, than that person's a fat admirer.
So I was gonna say fatshion, you know, fashion, but with the T in there. But I know we've kind of covered that you love fashion, so you probably love fatshion. Anytime I write fatshion in the Fatgrltalk, like when I tag something as fatshion, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I feel so weird. I feel like Miranda sings from YouTube whenever I say it. Like that's how she would say fashion. But it always corrects it to fat chin. Like, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
Listen, even autocorrect is judgmental against us fatties. I said, bitches. You know what? Computers, we're gonna have problems. That's funny. But no, I think fatshion will come. I think it still has miles to go, but we're getting there. I think we're getting there. I think luckily, thanks to social media now, we'll get there.
So is there anything else that you want to discuss before we end this or anything?
No, I'm kind of glad we got to do this, because it's going to be fun to watch the other girls' videos and for us to get to know each other, you know, a little better. Like, obviously we like get off topic a lot, but or, you know, run on, but that's like, it's like the sign of good conversation. Like,
yeah, I'm really excited to do it. Like I said, we have a couple people that are already interested in participating.
Which is awesome, because it like, yeah, our group chats are great, but you know, everybody's trying to like interject, or not interject, but place their opinions at once. At least this way, you know, you have an open forum. You can rant and say whatever you want about said subject. Who's gonna interview you?
I hadn't planned on being interviewed, but I know that I don't want to do all the interviews. So I guess we'll have some of the other admins do that. And maybe one of the admins can, you know, interview me one day. I don't know.
I was just like, wait, Janice can't interview herself.
I will just interview myself. I'll just like, I'll do it. Like I'll film the question part, and then I'll film like myself answering it, and I'll edit it all together. It'll be very fancy. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching this first interview. If you're interested in being interviewed, please send us an email to fatgrltalk@gmail.com. It's fat girl without an I in girl. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Follow us on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. We'll have links to that in the description. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Stop broadcast.